If you've ever felt your throat close up when someone speaks to you in English, if you've ever pretended you didn't hear someone just to avoid answering, if you've ever hated yourself for staying silent when you had something to say, then listen to me very carefully. Right now, at this exact moment, you're sitting on top of a superpower that confident people will never have. And in the next minutes, I'm going to prove to you that the quiet ones, the shy ones, the scared ones, they become the most dangerous English speakers on the planet. Don't you dare skip this video. Welcome to Lengold English. I'm here to tell you the truth about learning English when you're shy. Not the fake motivational speech. Not the just be confident advice that never works. But the real path that actually helps you move from silence to fluency. Here's what most people don't understand. The world tells you that shy people can't speak English well, that you need to be loud, outgoing, and fearless to learn a language. But that's a lie. Some of the best English speakers I know started as the quietest people in the room. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how they did it. In this video, you'll discover 5 powerful strategies designed specifically for shy learners. These are not general tips. These are practical methods that respect who you are while pushing you forward. And I promise you, if you follow these steps, your shyness will transform from a wall into a bridge. So, take a deep breath. You're in the right place. And your journey to fluency starts right now. Part 1. Your shyness is your superpower. Let me start with something that will surprise you. Your shyness is not a weakness. It's a strength waiting to be used. Think about it. When you're shy, what do you do naturally? You listen more carefully, you observe people, you notice small details in how they speak, their tone, their words, their emotions. You pay attention. And guess what? These are exactly the skills that make great language learners. Loud people often speak without thinking. They miss the details. They don't notice the patterns. But you catch everything. You're like a student who sits quietly in class but understands more than anyone else. Here's the key. Stop trying to become someone you're not. Don't force yourself to be loud or outgoing. Instead, use your natural ability to listen and observe. Let me give you a simple example. When native speakers talk, listen to their rhythm. Notice how they pause. Pay attention to which words they stress. Watch their mouth movements. These details matter, and shy people are the best at catching them because you're already naturally observant. But here's where most shy learners make a mistake. They think they need confidence before they start speaking. Wrong. Confidence doesn't come first. Action comes first, and confidence follows. So here's your first rule. Accept your shyness. Don't fight it. Don't wish you were different. Use it. Your quiet nature is preparing you to speak with depth, with meaning, with power. You won't speak a lot, but when you do speak, your words will carry weight. Remember this, fluency is not about speaking a lot. It's about speaking well. And shy learners often become the most thoughtful, careful, and impressive speakers because they choose their words with care. Now you might be thinking, okay, but I still freeze when it's time to talk. I know. So that's why the next strategy will show you how to start speaking without fear, even when your heart is racing. Part 2. Start small. Start today. Listen carefully. The biggest trap for shy learners is waiting. Waiting for the right moment. Waiting to feel ready. Waiting until your English is perfect. But here's the truth. That moment will never come. The only way to become ready is to start now. Let me explain something important. Big actions feel scary. That's why you avoid them. But small actions, they're easy, they're safe, and they work. Here's what I want you to do today. Not tomorrow, not next week, today. Say one English sentence out loud. Just one, right now. It can be anything. I want to learn English. Today is a good day. I am trying my best. Say it. Even if nobody hears you, even if you're alone in your room. Why does this matter? Because every time you speak, even one sentence, you break the wall of silence. You teach your brain that speaking is safe. And slowly, the fear starts to disappear. Most people think they need to speak for 30 minutes to improve. No, one sentence today is better than 0 sentences forever. This is the secret of progress. Small steps repeated every single day. Let me give you a simple daily practice. When you wake up, say 3 sentences in English about your day. I slept well. I will study today. I feel good. That's it. 3 sentences. Takes 20 seconds. But if you do this every morning for 30 days, something powerful happens. Your mouth gets used to English. Your voice becomes stronger. Your fear gets smaller. Here's another small action. When you're alone, describe what you see around you in English. I see a blue cup on the table. The sun is shining through the window. My phone is next to me. Simple, easy, no pressure, but you're training your brain to think in English without fear. The biggest mistake is thinking you need to do something big to improve. No, you need to do something small, but do it every day. Consistency beats intensity, always. So stop waiting for confidence. Stop waiting for the perfect time. Stop waiting to feel ready. Start with one small action today. One sentence, one word, one moment of courage. That's all you need. You're doing great. Now let's talk about the thing that scares shy learners the most, making mistakes. And I'm going to show you why mistakes are actually your best friends. Part 3. Mistakes are your teachers. Let me ask you something. Why are you afraid to speak English? I'll tell you why. You're afraid of making mistakes. You're afraid people will laugh. You're afraid you'll sound stupid. Am I right? Here's what you need to understand. Mistakes are not the enemy. Silence is the enemy. Let me say that again. Mistakes are not the enemy. Silence is. Think about a baby learning to walk. The baby falls, falls again, falls 100 times. But nobody laughs. Nobody says, "You're bad at walking." Why? Because everyone knows falling is part of learning. The same is true for language. Mistakes are part of learning. They're not failures, they're steps forward. Here's something powerful. When you make a mistake and someone corrects you, that correction sticks in your memory. You remember it. But when you just read something in a book, you forget it quickly. Why? Because your emotions are connected to the mistake, and emotions make learning stronger.
I know it's embarrassing. I know it feels bad when you say something wrong. But let me tell you a secret. People respect someone who tries and makes mistakes more than someone who stays silent out of fear. Courage is more impressive than perfection. Here's what I want you to do. Make mistakes on purpose. Yes, you heard me right. Go out and try to make mistakes. Say something you're not sure about. Use a word you just learned, even if you might use it wrong. Why? Because when you stop fearing mistakes, you become free. And freedom is where fluency lives. Let me tell you about my own experience. When I started learning English, I said, I go to home, instead of I go home, for months. People corrected me, I felt embarrassed, but you know what? I never forgot that mistake again. That embarrassment taught me. It fixed my English forever. So, here's your new mindset. Every mistake is a lesson. Every correction is a gift. Every moment of embarrassment is actually a moment of growth. The people who make 100 mistakes are 100 steps closer to fluency than the people who make 0 mistakes because they never tried. Don't hide from mistakes. Hunt for them. Welcome them. Learn from them. Because mistakes don't mean you're bad at English. Mistakes mean you're brave enough to try. And bravery is the first step to fluency. Part 4. Practice with real people. Now, we need to talk about something important. Books are good. Apps are helpful. Videos are useful. But they're not enough. You know why? Because fluency doesn't come from knowledge. Fluency comes from practice. And practice means talking with real people. I know what you're thinking, but I'm shy. I can't talk to strangers. I don't know anyone who speaks English. I understand, but here's the truth. If you only practice alone, you'll only be good at speaking alone. Real fluency means speaking with people, in real time, in real conversations. Here's why practicing with people is so powerful. When you talk to a real person, they respond. They ask questions. They speak fast. They have accents. They interrupt. And all of this forces you to think quickly, adapt, and improvise. This is where real fluency is born. Let me give you a simple plan. Start with text messages. Find language exchange apps or online communities. Send a message in English. Just one message. Hello, my name is your name. I'm learning English. Can we practice together? That's it. Simple. Safe. You can think before you type. After a few days of texting, move to voice messages. Record your voice and send it. This is still safe because you can record it many times before sending. But your mouth is now practicing speaking. Then, when you're ready, try a 5-minute video call. Tell the person, I'm shy and learning English. Please be patient with me. Most people will be kind. Most people will help you. And even if the call is difficult, even if you make mistakes, even if you feel nervous, you did it. You spoke. And that's a victory.
Here's what happens when you practice with real people. You get immediate feedback. When someone smiles or says, "Yes, I understand," you know your English worked. This builds confidence faster than any book ever could. And when someone doesn't understand, they'll tell you, and you'll learn exactly what to fix. Also, conversations create memories. You'll remember that person, that moment, that feeling, and those memories make the language stick in your brain forever. This is why people who practice with others improve 10 times faster than people who study alone. I know it's scary. I know you want to wait until you're better. But here's the secret. You'll never feel ready. You just have to do it anyway. Take a deep breath, find one person, have one conversation. 5 minutes, that's all, and watch how much you grow. You're almost there. Now I'm going to share the final strategy. This one is the most important because it's about something that holds shy learners back more than anything else. It's about confidence. Let's go.
Let me tell you the biggest lie about confidence. People say, when I feel confident, I'll start speaking English. But that's backwards. That's not how confidence works. Confidence doesn't come before action. Confidence comes after action. Think about it. Have you ever felt confident about something you never tried? No. Confidence comes from experience, and experience comes from trying. Even when you're scared, even when you're not ready, even when you feel shy. Here's what happens. Right now, your mind imagines the worst. You imagine people laughing at you. You imagine failing. You imagine embarrassment. But these are just stories in your head. They're not real. And the only way to prove them wrong is to face them. When you actually speak English with someone, you'll discover something amazing. Most people are kind. Most people are patient. Most people want to help you. The terrible scenarios in your head almost never happen. And when you realize this, everything changes. Fear loses its power, and confidence starts to grow. Let me share something personal. I was terrified of speaking English in front of people. I imagined everyone judging me. But one day, I forced myself to ask a question in English at a coffee shop. My voice shook. My grammar was wrong, but the person smiled and answered me kindly. That moment changed me. I realized the fear was bigger than the reality, and that's when my confidence began. Here's your action plan. This week, do one thing that scares you in English. Just one thing. Send a message to a native speaker. Comment on an English video. Say hello to someone in English. Order something in English if you can. Make a voice recording and post it somewhere. Anything. Just one brave action. When you do it, two things will happen. First, you'll realize it wasn't as scary as you thought. Second, you'll feel proud of yourself, and that pride becomes confidence. Do this every week. One small, brave action. After 10 weeks, you'll have 10 victories, and those victories will transform you.
Remember this. Every confident person you see was once scared like you. Every fluent speaker you admire once made terrible mistakes. Every powerful voice once shook with fear. The difference is they didn't let fear stop them. They acted anyway, and action built their confidence step by step. So stop waiting to feel confident. Start acting. Speak one word. Make one mistake. Have one conversation. Take one step. And watch how confidence follows you like a shadow. Because confidence is not the beginning of the journey. Confidence is the result of the journey. And your journey starts the moment you decide to act despite the fear.
So, here we are. You started this video feeling shy, maybe afraid, maybe unsure. But now you have something powerful. You have a clear path forward. Let me remind you of the 5 strategies we covered today. First, your shyness is your superpower. Use your natural ability to listen and observe. Stop trying to be someone you're not. Your quiet strength will make you a thoughtful, powerful speaker. Second, start small and start today. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Say one sentence today. Do one small action every day. Small steps repeated daily create massive results. Third, mistakes are your teachers. Don't fear them. Hunt for them. Every mistake makes you stronger. Every correction makes you smarter. Bravery matters more than perfection. Fourth, practice with real people. Books give you knowledge, but people give you fluency. Start with text, move to voice, then try a real conversation. Even 5 minutes with a real person will teach you more than hours alone.
Fifth, confidence comes after action. Stop waiting to feel ready. Act first. Speak first. Try first. And confidence will follow. Every small victory builds your confidence step by step. You have everything you need. You don't need to change who you are. You don't need to become loud or fearless. You just need to take small actions every single day. You need to speak even when you're scared. You need to try even when you're not perfect. Your shyness doesn't make you weak. It makes you careful, thoughtful, and observant. These qualities will make you an excellent English speaker. All you need to do is start. Start today. Start small. Start with courage. If this video helped you, I need you to do 3 things right now. First, subscribe to Lengold English. We create content specifically for real learners, people who want honest guidance, not empty motivation. Second, leave a comment telling me, I will speak English today, even if I'm shy. Write it down. Make that promise to yourself. Let me see your commitment. Third, share this video with one person you know who is also learning English. Maybe they're shy too. Maybe they need to hear this message. Help them. Share this video. Remember, fluency is not about being perfect. It's about being brave. It's about showing up every day, even when you're scared. You can do this. I believe in you. And I'll be here creating more videos to help you on your journey. Thank you for watching. Now go speak some English, even if it's just one sentence. Your fluency journey starts now.